చాలామంది నాకు అన్నీ తెలుసు అని చెప్పి మిస్టేక్స్ ఎక్కువ చేస్తారు. నాకు 99% సరేలే నాకు తెలియదేమోలే అని ఎక్కువ మిస్టేక్స్ చేయడం జరిగింది.
It's always a good thing, you know, to play something that you're not.
Almost all the actors are very confused people. బా మొత్తం ఆపేసి రోజంతా క్రికెట్ చూస్తే ఎంత బాగుంటుంది అని.
No.
నేను డాన్స్ చేసే ముందు ఐ డోంట్ రిమెంబర్ మై స్టెప్, నేను యాక్ట్ చేసే ముందు ఐ డోంట్ రిమెంబర్ మై డైలాగ్.
I still am trying to figure it out if I'm a good actor, if I'm a bad actor, or where I can, because it's an early stage.
So movie promotions with a promotion team.
Ram and Raashi, thank you so much for joining us today. Your film is releasing on October 2nd, so what's going through your mind? Like
Promotions?
Are you tired? Like, is it very tiresome right now?
Not really. No. We're excited about the film, so keeps the energy pumping.
For you, Ram, especially, I understand it's a very important film for you in your career. Was there a phase which you were going through where you were not sure what is working for you as an actor?
I think every film was a very important film for me in my career. And I don't know, I never sat down and analyzed or whatever, but I just went ahead with whatever excited me. That's it, just went with the flow. That's how I got my hits, that's how I got my flops. Irrespective of my success and failure, just go with whatever I believe in.
This question is for both of you. Are you very impulsive about what sort of films or roles that you want to pick, or is it a very well thought out process where you think about, will I fit into this role or not, or what is it for you?
I'm honestly quite choosy actually. I don't want to do films where I'm just a prop. I want some substance in a film if I'm doing it. And if at all, if I choose to be in a film where I'm just a prop for whatever reason, then I will not feel like giving it my best, you know. Then what's the point if it doesn't give you that kick? So for me, a role is very important.
So you're already seeing the result before you even sign the film, right?
No, but you know, you want to enjoy. For me, it's about the process of filmmaking. It's not about the result. If you enjoy it, if you believe in it, you want it to work. But for whatever reason, if it doesn't, then it doesn't affect me in a way, because I have grown as a person, I have grown as an actor. That's what's important for me. Success or failure doesn't really go into my head.
For you, Ram, what is it? Are you very impulsive, or?
Over a career span of 9 years, I've hardly done any films, so I guess I'm choosy. But once I like something, very impulsive. Just go ahead with it.
Once you like something, so what does it take for you to like something?
I don't know, it's very difficult to answer that, because it's just like going into a theatre and watching a movie. If someone's coming and narrating a script, it's like I try to watch the film. So if I like it, then I go ahead with it if I see myself in it. Otherwise, no. And there are a few instances where I just trust the director and just go ahead with it. You know, that's honestly speaking, I've done a lot. చాలామంది నాకు అన్నీ తెలుసు అని చెప్పి మిస్టేక్స్ ఎక్కువ చేస్తారు. నాకు 99% సరేలే నాకు తెలియదేమోలే అని ఎక్కువ మిస్టేక్స్ చేయడం జరిగింది. సో అలా కూడా కొన్ని జరిగింది.
Right. Do you have anything to add to that? Like, in your case, has that happened where you got into something which you didn't want to, and then you realized that it was a big mistake?
I think it's too early to say anything. I'll just keep quiet about it.
Right. A lot of people have been talking about your on-screen chemistry in the film, like at least from the teasers or the posters. You make a great couple on screen, right? And I'm sure that energy got you going even on the set. So what did you two learn about each other while working?
Honestly, nothing. As people, no. I barely knew him.
He looks very surprised for some reason.
Are you? I think as a person, I don't think we actually got to know each other actually, because
we spoke a lot, but it was
always about work, about the character. Like I would take his input sometimes, and you know, he would, like, everybody would involve me into everything, and generally that's why I felt like it was a family film going on. But personally, we never sat and we spoke about, okay, what's happening in your life, or you know, all of that. So
we hardly met outside.
Yeah.
So always on the set.
Because we're like the same, almost. Like, do
You know,
your
that
work,
lunch
go back home.
that one lunch we had was for movie promotions with a promotion team. ఎప్పుడు వెళ్ళలేదు కదా.
Never, like, yeah.
You two seem to have a very unhealthy obsession with your work and films. Is it a good thing?
You know, honestly,
I don't think it's unhealthy. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No. He has more of that. and I would not say I have as much as him. Now he can.
It excites me. Anything that makes you happy, makes you live longer. I think it's healthy.
Yeah.
Live longer. I think
I'll give you my. Okay, so films are not my life. They are a part of my life. I keep saying that. I think films are his life.
yeah, I heard him say that you spend about 90% of your time just on work, and the rest is travel and friends. Is that so?
Yeah, 90% of it's always work for me. I don't see work as work. It's exciting, you know. What excites you the most in life? You know, for example, cricket చూడటం చాలా మందికి ఇష్టం, you know. మొత్తం ఆపేసి రోజంతా క్రికెట్ చూస్తే ఎంత బాగుంటుంది అని, రోజంతా సినిమాలో యాక్ట్ చేస్తే ఎంత బాగుంటుంది అని అనిపించింది, రోజంతా అదే చేస్తాను. I'm really happy. This is my work, this is my relaxation, this is my excitement, this is my everything. So.
But trust me, I've never seen anybody who's as passionate as he is. I also love my work. I would not say that, you know, I'm very laid back when it comes to my characters, or I won't. But looking at him, it's just, I don't know, I don't know where he gets it from. He's always into it 110%. You know, he makes you feel like you're not doing enough yourself. So I think that's a great thing, actually.
Right. 10 years into the industry, almost, right? 9 years, 10 years. But still 8 films. So when you look back, what goes through your mind? Now, going by what she has said about you, 110% always obsessed with films, and is there a particular goal that you want to reach?
My goal was to become an actor, and I'm having fun. Let me have fun.
I think his goal is to better himself with everything, because in every shot also he would sit and he would rehearse it I don't know how many times to give it. What else can I add? What extra can I give? You know.
Did that freak?
Yeah, it did. I'd be like, oh my God, stop doing that. I wanted to tell him that, but you know, in a way you learn a lot, because then I realized that am I doing enough? Am I just being? I think I'm a very spontaneous actor. I just take the thing, I understand my character, and I say it on action. You know. Because I think if I do it too many times, I think I'll lose my expression. But no, what I learned with him was that if you do it more often, you get better ideas of bettering it.
Yeah, more than rehearsing my lines, I used to keep reading the scene paper a lot.
Yeah.
Inka improvisation.
What?
Honestly speaking, నేను డాన్స్ చేసే ముందు I don't remember my step. నేను యాక్ట్ చేసే ముందు I don't remember my dialogue.
Okay.
I don't say the line as it is. I don't do the step as it is. You know, before the take taka, I keep thinking, I'm better cheyachu. But once I read it, I don't even write down my dialogues. I just keep reading the scene paper 100 times. And if they give me a dialogue sheet wherein they're only my dialogues, I won't even look at it. Scene paper is there, I read. So before the scene, I keep thinking, before the shot, I keep thinking, but while I'm doing it, I hardly remember anything. I just go ahead with it.
In a recent interview of yours which I was watching, I found one of your quote very interesting, where you said, every role that you do, you give something to it, and in the end you take back something from it. So for Shivam, where you play Shiva, a very aggressive guy, like you said, what is it that you have taken back from that character?
That's very difficult for me to say. It's very easy for the people around me to say.
So what do they say?
I don't know. Nothing as yet. Probably they would understand me now, but if cinema release and oh, so that's why he's behaving like this.
Do you get too attached to the characters you play?
Whether you like it or not, if you're interested in your work, it happens. It just sticks onto you somewhere. అంటే నేను ఇప్పుడు చేసిన సినిమాలు అన్నిట్లో there's some residue left in me, 100%. It changes you as a person.
I was telling him that when I was doing Jill, the character I played, too bubbly, too happy all the time, I had become that character for a long time.
Because you start thinking like that.
Yeah, you become that character. Then you tone down, then you move to your next. But every character you play, you learn something from them, or you become something of it.
That's why I believe that almost all the actors are very confused people.
Yeah.
Tell me about yourself, Ante.
What?
Wait. Who am I? What am I?
Exactly.
You know, what kind of person am I? You know, you're always confused because you keep thinking, how does this guy keep thinking? You go next to my altar, how does he? How do I keep thinking that I never have an answer to that? So we're all very confused people.
It's pretty interesting, you know? I've never heard anybody say that.
It's true. The most difficult question that anyone can ask you is,
Tell me your strengths and
about
weaknesses.
yourself. Yeah. What is my strength?
Weakness is definitely, I don't know how to answer that question.
Yeah, they once they told me what is good and bad about you, and I took 5 minutes to answer that question. I said, I can't answer it, I'm sorry.
That's because we generally don't know.
Yeah, we don't know.
Do you see your work as an extension of your personality? You know, for you, is it do you see your work or the characters you play as an extension of your life or personality?
Definitely, like I said, each character, for example, hero's character ante, it's a mixture of four things. Hero's personal character, ento konta untundi. Whether you like it or not, it has to be there.
Because everybody is writing for you.
Yeah, so hero's personal character 100% అది డెఫినెట్గా ఉంటుంది. అండ్ ద హీరోస్ ఇమాజినేషన్ ఆఫ్ ద క్యారెక్టర్, హౌ ఐ వాంట్ టు పోర్ట్రే ఇట్ అనేది ఉంటుంది. డైరెక్టర్ ఇస్ ద వన్ హూ క్రియేటెడ్ ఇట్, సో హిజ్ ఇమాజినేషన్ అండ్ ఎంతో కొంత హిస్ పర్సనల్ కూడా ఉంటుంది. సో ఒక క్యారెక్టర్ ప్లే చేస్తున్నామంటే హీరోస్ ఇమాజినేషన్, హీరోస్ క్యారెక్టర్, డైరెక్టర్స్ ఇమాజినేషన్, డైరెక్టర్స్ క్యారెక్టర్ మొత్తం కలిపితేనే అది వస్తుంది. ఏది ఎంత పర్సంటేజ్ ఉందనేది ఇట్స్ డిఫరెంట్ థింగ్, బట్ ఇట్స్ డెఫినెట్లీ a mixture of all four.
But Raashi, do you also see your work as like that?
You know, I've always surprised myself as an actor, myself. Firstly, honestly, I never thought I could act because I was very inhibited beginning mein. When I had come, Srinivasa had thought that he was scared if I could be able to pull off Prabhavati because he thought you were too inhibited and too shy to open up. And that part of me is still there actually. So every time Savitri was extremely challenging for me because she's so bubbly and I am not at all like that, you know. And but then I surprised myself. I don't know how, if it's the director, if there's something in me or I understand, or that's what the director told me, that you understand it really well so you're able to play it, or probably that I'm not judgmental, you know. That helped me. But every time I play a character I surprise myself. Actually, that's what I can say. I still am trying to figure it out, if I'm a good actor, if I'm a bad actor, or where I can, because it's an early stage, so I'm still learning. So let's see.
In this film, you play a character named Tanu, and I've read that she's very childish, also very egoistic, innocent in a lot of ways. But you're not like that in real life, you know, from what I've understood of you. So, do you always gravitate towards character which you think you cannot play, and then eventually?
It's always a good thing, you know, to play something that you're not. To play what you are, it's so boring, you know. To play something that you're not is challenging. Then you actually know if you know you can act or not. And actually, I was asking Ram in one of the songs you're shooting. There's even in the trailer that he's holding the flower and coming after me. And I was asking, have you ever done that in real life? He's like, no. You know, so a lot of things you do in films that you haven't done in your real life, and they're like really exciting. Especially even in the film that we have this banter all the time, we're fighting all the time. That has never really happened in my real life. So these things you enjoy playing the character more. You know, you enjoy being that.
Real life lo anni physical ena?
Like there were, you know, fight sequences. I would just be standing and I'd be like, but why can I not fight? And he's like, yeah, you'll come, you'll push them away, and I'll be standing. The hero is standing there, you know, and is fighting.
Why can't I? ఒకసారి తీసుకెళ్ళి హ్యాండ్ బ్యాగ్ తీసుకుని పోయి సార్ నువ్వు చెయ్యి.
How do you describe your role in the film, Ram?
Fun.
A lot of fun, right?
It's a very aggressive character, very impulsive. Like I said, if he feels something, he'll just say it, and it's over and done with. Next, you know, I'm pissed off with her. I say something, I yell at her. You know, she gets affected. I don't worry about it, and then I'm done with it. Sale, manchi love mood lo unani cheppi. She's like, let me get over the fact that you yelled at me first.
Yeah.
You know?
But this is not the first time that you've played an aggressive role, right? So, what was so different about this?
There's a depth to this character which I can't reveal right now.
Yeah.
So that's the basic problem with this film. What really excited me about this plot cannot be revealed before the release.
Seriously, you're not going to say a single word about it?
Come on, it's just one day.
One day away, yeah. Right. So, I believe you've worked with Srinivasa Reddy earlier because you're an assistant director.
Yeah, it was assisting.
Right. So, how did it all come together for you? You know, he just bounced the idea to you and you loved it and you worked on it, or?
I really liked the plot point, what he said. And then we had a very good writing team that worked on the script for almost a year. And we had a very experienced cameraman who would take care of the visual part, very experienced, one of the best music director to take care of the songs. And commercial cinema kabatti, there are a lot of action sequences in the film. Not just action sequence for sake of it, you know. After every action sequence, the story would change. You know, so it's a part of the film. So Peter Haynes master now, and yeah, we have a very good team to support the director as well.
A lot of big names in the film, like the crew and also. Was that a very intentional decision?
Yeah, very intentional, because he being a new director as well, we wanted to have cushioning in all the sides, you know. let him just concentrate on what he has to do and give it his 100%. Let him not worry about music. Okay, idi song situation idi ante Devi should take care of the music. This is what I want to shoot. This is the scene. Ante the cameraman should be able to take care of everything. This is the action sequence. Ante fight master must be able to take care. And locations aini pannanga use so we like cushioned it completely and give it.
I was talking to Raashi where she said that she tends to laugh a lot for almost every scene, and you would be reminding her, please hold yourself.
I stopped reminding her after a point.
What you got to it?
learned that from him because he's such a good actor. I keep saying that. So I'm standing right next to him, and say you and me are sitting, and you're Ram and you're coming. I'm just laughing on your face, and you're supposed to say your dialogue like seriously.
Camera economy.
Yeah.
My suggestion. I'm
So how will you be? Will you start laughing with me, or will you say your dialogue seriously? Mostly 99% of the people will crack up. He never did that. Like he would be so good at, and I'm just laughing and I'm shutting my eyes and I'm like sorry.
The camera,
sorry.
Motto entire scene close-ups ichchestunna. So I don't know. So motto okay, just go ahead with the scene. I'll give the entire close-up and entire thing. Pakkana SN dialogue cheduta annadu. I don't know why she suddenly started laughing. It was my close-up. She's laughing. She's saying sorry. So like cheppu kuda upayogam ledani I continued. She's like she was confused. She was laughing. She would control. She was laughing. I was like, at least keep laughing. Yeah, don't control.
Oh, but it's so difficult to do that unless you have a very strong mind. I think he has a very strong mind that way. So he's a very good actor.
This is your fourth film, right? So what is it that you have learned about acting
From this film?
from your experience, and also especially this film, because the character is so different from what you've done in the past?
What I have learned about acting, I think very little. I have been I think there's so much more that I can do, to understand my characters better, to give in more than what I give. I think I'm just an average actor because maybe I'm, on that, because I'm very spontaneous, I think I'll be able to do it, or I'll do it or whatever. But I think I can be so much more better as an actor.
None of the actors are satisfied with the work, don't worry.
Yeah.
Watch the film. Maybe I could have done that.
Yeah, but I think you grow with every film. So definitely I have grown, I have learned a lot, but there's still a long way to go.
You two are very private people in real life, like we don't really see you often, any events or anything. Is that a very conscious thing to do? Does it help you to switch off, switch on easily?
It's definitely not conscious for me.
Yeah, it's not a strategy that we want to stay away. It's just the people we are, Yeah.
I don't know, I don't enjoy it that much.
Yeah, me too.
What's your biggest fear when you face the camera?
Fear in front of the camera? No.
He's fearless.
Absolutely. You don't zone out ever, have second thoughts about something.
Luckily I'm married since my first.
He's like, he just switches like that. And, like I would take time because I have inhibitions in me. I will take time to get to an expression. He will just do it on action. And sometimes you wonder the amount of confidence he has of pulling it off makes him a great actor. Yeah, I can just go on about him actually.
Full of praises for you.
Yeah. Yeah, because I have learnt a lot. Yeah.
Right. One final question. Film is releasing on October 2nd. So what are your thoughts on it? Like, what can people expect from the film?
People can expect whatever they expect from me. And what they wouldn't be expecting is definitely there in the film as well. And why Shivam is kind of different from the other films is generally script chepnappudu you listen to it, and then finally story develop ayin tarvata it's a different film, and on screen it's a completely different film, and then you look back at the script, it's a completely different, two different films that you've seen. But Shivam is one such film where from the plot nunchi, script development card nunchi, till it's come out on screen, it's the same thing. 100% edaithe anukunnam adi it's reached there. So before the release, I think we're successful at what we thought was the best output, and after the release, manal chetlo undi.
Any final words from you, Raashi?
I really believe in Shivam. I really believe in the story, and somewhere I'm very happy about being a part of this project. I have definitely enjoyed it a lot, and I'm hoping people who will watch it will not be disappointed, So I hope we come up to their expectations, and I hope they like it.
Right. Thank you so much for joining us here, and all the best for your film. We hope it really does well.